Hola, I'm Daisy Martinez on eHow.com. Today I'm going to be making a Coca, the Spanish take on the delicious stovetop pizza. I started out with a pan and I've added a little drizzle of a combination of olive oil and canola, just enough so that the olive oil doesn't burn because I want it nice and hot. And I bought a ball of pre-made pizza dough, and I'm going to go ahead and put this down in my pan. Just stretch it out to fit the pan, and you can see the oil is protecting the dough. It's not sticking. Yummy, it's going to be fabulous. Okay, what I have here, I have some frozen artichoke hearts that I've gone ahead and blanched in salted water. These are 2 boxes. I'm going to go ahead and process half of the artichoke hearts, and we'll save the other half for garnishing the pizza or the Coca. Okay, and to that I'm adding 5 cloves of roasted garlic. Roasting the garlic gives the garlic a little bit of sweetness, takes the edge off the garlic, the raw garlic flavor. And I have some shredded manchego cheese. Not to fret if you can't get manchego. You can go ahead and use Parmesan or Romano or your favorite grated cheese. Okay, and I have some fresh basil. And how much basil you use, again, like the garlic, that's what's fun about these recipes. They really lend themselves to improvisation. Let's add some olive oil. Okay, and we're just going to work the bowl of the blender or the processor to make sure that everything gets broken down into a nice smooth puree. Just want to mix it. Okay, let's finish this up. Okay, what we have here is a nice, almost smooth, but still textury puree. Awesome. Let's take a look at our pizza crust. Beautiful. I want you to see the pizza crust on the bottom is nice and golden, crusty and delicious. You can see that. And the top is pretty, it's pretty dry. And we're just going to go ahead and make sure, just push down around the edges to make sure there's a nice crust. And we'll take this off the heat. We're going to go ahead and add our puree. Spread the puree around, making sure that you leave a nice edge for the crust. I have some beautiful, pristine, fresh mozzarella cheese. Let's go ahead and add that. And I've cut that in slices. You could easily use shredded mozzarella. Would be equally wonderful, or any other kind of soft, mild, melting cheese. And then we're going to add little dollops of ricotta in between. What could be bad? And behind me, I have an oven that's been preheating to about 400, 425 degrees. You know your oven, so you'd be best, you know, to judge that. And I'm going to go ahead and use these other artichoke hearts to garnish the Coca. Now, if you wanted to gild the lily, you could go ahead and sprinkle some oregano, some dry oregano on this, but I'm feeling good about this. Let's pop this baby in the oven. We're gonna let that sit for about 15, 20, maybe even 25 minutes, depending on your oven. And when we come back, we're gonna have some delicious artichoke Coca. Okay, ding, 20 minutes. Let's take a look at our pizza. The crust is beautifully done. The cheese is melted and brown and bubbly. And because the ricotta is kind of like a wet cheese, I'm going to let this sit for about 5 to 7 minutes. Let the cheese set up, and then we're going to slice our pizza. Okay, if you take a look now, I'm going to give my Coca a little jiggle test. And you can see that runny, hot ricotta cheese that's really set up beautifully. So there's but one thing to do, and that's to try our Coca. And I get to taste. I'm Daisy Martinez. Come back and see me again.